Alright guys, so a new chapter dropped. Dragon Ball Super Chapter 73, Goku vs. Granolah. You know, I was told that I was by this chapter, but I didn't really enjoy it as much as I believed I would. We'll get to that. So we continue off with Goku in a Super Saiyan Blue form, fighting off against Granolah. Granolah's firing beams, Goku's dodging them with ease, and the fight is taken to the forest. Now this is really interesting because we don't really get a lot of forest battles in Dragon Ball. The only ones I can think of is one from Cooler's Revenge, Broly the Legendary Super Saiyan, and Battle of Gods. Which, Broly the Legendary Super Saiyan, it was very brief, so you can't really call that a forest battle. Battle of Gods, that counts because they were there for like a good minute or so. I want to say Tao Pai Pai, but they weren't. They were pretty stationary throughout that fight. They weren't flying around, so they, it wasn't like any tree combat. I want to say it's weird. Anyway, they're flying through the forest. Granolah's using the trees as shields to block from Goku's incoming Ki Blast, and we see a first-person view of Goku firing Energy Blast at Granolah, which I think Toyotaro must have been inspired by Dragon Ball Super Broly, and I'm not sure if Toriyama ever attempted to do something like this in his manga, because this is usually a viewpoint that we see in animation, not much in manga. But it gets the point across. Not bad. It looks like it's hard to pull off, I'm not gonna lie, but Toyotaro does it nicely. And at one point they just get to just full fisticuffs, and they seem equal. I'm not gonna lie, Goku and Granolah, they're both landing blows on each other till Goku just fucking has enough, and he just blows the force away with his aura. At that point, Goku's calming himself down, and Granolah notices that the blood flow has changed throughout his body, and he's wondering if he's using Ultra Instinct. And Goku tells him Blue plus Ultra Instinct won't be as easy to counter as when he was in his Super Saiyan God form. And he wasn't lying, because when Granolah starts firing them beams, his super accurate beams, he can't land a blow on Goku. Goku's dodging, and it comes to the point where Goku's right in front of him with the instant transmission Kamehameha, and he fires at Granolah point blank. And after the explosion, Goku's seen on the ground along with Granolah. So it seems that although the blast hit Granolah, Granolah still managed to strike a vital point. And he tells him, "My right eye will always lock onto your vital points." And Granolah tells him, no matter what transformation you use, no one has zero openings. And Goku's like, "No, Ultra Instinct should have no weaknesses. If anything's lacking, it's got to be my training." So he's sort of making an excuse here, which is, I mean, I can't really say it's an excuse. It's more of an explanation as to why his Ultra Instinct is in tip-top form. But Granolah sees this as an excuse. And surprisingly, out of nowhere, Granolah just uses what seems to be one of Moro's attacks, controlling Genki from Planet Cereal and using it as a weapon, weaponizing the energy of the planet, which I find weird, because how can he use this? I'm pretty sure that's magic at this point, and Granolah simply wished to be the strongest in the universe. He didn't wish to learn how to use magic, so I don't really understand that. So later on, Goku can't get out of the Genki Blast, so he instant transmissions away to where Vegeta's at, and they have a brief conversation before Goku enters the fray again, but this time in his mastered Ultra Instinct form. And at this point, Granolah can't see any vital points, and Goku tells him, "It's perfected Ultra Instinct. The downside is that I can't maintain this for too long, so I'm gonna have to end this quickly." Which I don't know why he would tell him that he can't keep the form for long, because now Granolah knows that he's gonna have to play the waiting game and try not to, die yet. And Goku just blitzes him, knocks his fucking goggles off his goddamn face, cracks him in the back of the goddamn skull. Granolah's getting his ass beat. Granolah's trying to touch Goku, tries to strike him, he grabs him by his wrist, yeets him in the sky. There's nothing Granolah can do. He can't touch this man. Ultra Instinct in full force. He might be the strongest in the universe, but what's the point of being the strongest if you can't use that strength against someone that you can't touch? And so, this is what Ultra Instinct's all about, baby. You can't stop this. You can't touch this. And this is one cool shot where he tries to hit Goku from behind, and he just lifts a hand and stops him, levitates him in midair, throws him in front of him so he can fire a Ki Blast at his stomach. After that, he uses air bullets. He just punches the air and just creates these air bullets and keeps knocking them farther and farther away. So he's just beating the shit out of this man. Like, holy shit. But what's weird is that Vegeta notices that his power hasn't dropped as much as it should have after taking that ass beating. And then Vegeta realizes that there's another energy. And it turns out, it's really annoying, man. It's really annoying how they just keep doing this shit. So Granolah says, "It seems I've underestimated you Saiyans," and Goku tries to give him another chance. "We could all walk away from this, you know. You don't seem like such a bad guy. Why not train so we can spar and spar again another time?" Granolah's like, "I never said I lost. All I said was that I underestimated you." And he said, "I shouldn't have split apart my power." Another ability that just seems to come out of nowhere. Granolah has the ability to split his body. And basically the Granolah Goku's been fighting was a clone the whole time, and it just disappears. An illusion of sorts, he says. And out of nowhere, Granolah just comes and one-shots Goku and knocks him out. And now it's left to Vegeta. Goku loses 3 times in one fucking day. So what's my problem with this chapter? Why don't I like this chapter? Simple. It isn't because Goku lost. It's the way he lost. It didn't make any sense to me. Granolah wished to be the strongest in the universe, okay? All that wish should have did was skyrocket his power. He's getting abilities that he should not know. He's splitting his body apart as if he's a yard rat. He didn't train with the yard rats. There's no way he should be able to use that, alright? Being the strongest and having skills are 2 different things. And he's getting all these skills that he shouldn't know. He has a technique that they said is similar to Hakai. I'm not sure if it is Hakai. I think it's just, his blast, the power of his energy blast is so absolute. It pretty much just erases everything similar to Hakai. I don't think it's going to erase your soul or your spirit like Hakai can. But in terms of matter, yeah, he's going to erase it completely, just like Hakai would. But it's not God Key, so he's not going to be destroying any souls. I'd hope not anyway. And then he manages to be faster than Goku's instant transmission. Now, when they said this, I don't mean if they're saying that he's faster than instantaneous movement, or he activates his speed faster than Goku does instant transmission. It might be a faster version of teleportation. Who knows? If he is faster than instant movement, it wouldn't be the first time this happened in fiction. It doesn't make sense, but it happened before. But I'm just going to assume that he could teleport faster than Goku could, possibly. And then after that, there's the fact that he's using Moro's attacks. It doesn't make any sense. That's magic. How does... They're going to have to explain his abilities because he's doing too much shit. I could sort of come up with... I want to say a hypothesis, but I think I'll leave that for another video. Until we see what's going on. Because he's using all of their attacks. It doesn't make any sense. And another issue I have is that they're ruining Ultra Instinct. Like, it just simply doesn't make any sense. He basically got a cheap shot on Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku. When he's in that form, that should not happen. He should have been able to dodge that because, he has awareness. He doesn't have to see you to dodge you. You know what I mean? It would have been better if he just outperformed Master Ultra Instinct in sheer speed. Since he is the strongest in the universe, so his speed should be superior to Master Ultra Instinct Goku's. But instead, I guess you could say that was the case. You could argue and say that, but it just made it look like a sneak attack. And if he couldn't... No, actually it shouldn't be the case, because his power was split. So there's no reason for him to even be able to hit Master Ultra Instinct Goku. You know what I mean? Unless No, actually, let me run that back. When the clone disappeared, you could assume that power went back to the original Granolah. So I guess it makes sense that he'd be able to blitz Ultra Instinct Goku. Okay. So maybe him defeating Ultra Instinct Goku the way he did isn't a problem, but I still do believe that him having all of these abilities doesn't make much sense at all. I guess I can make a video about that later. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you guys in the next Dragon Ball video. Peace.